Yep. So we're gonna do a quick 30-minute live. We're not going past 30 minutes today. So check in. Everybody check in. We gonna get to the point, man. We gonna get to the point. Take a sip of my orange juice. Somebody asked me the other day, they asked me to get him an update at Cheney Brothers. We're still here, still doing what we gotta do. That's the make deliveries, man, make on time deliveries, take care of the customers, stuff like that. Just doing what we get paid to do, none of the extraness. You know, none of the extraness, man. We just go to work, do what we got to do. None of the extraness. When you're a veteran in food service, when you've been doing this for a while, you're gonna find that the easiest part of the job is actually doing your job, making deliveries, and just doing your job. The hardest part of your job is when you actually get to work. That's the hardest part. And the thing about it, you only gotta when you actually get to work. I wonder if you guys can understand what I mean. I'm gonna break it down to you. The easiest part of this job you're gonna find is when you become good at what you're doing. That's gonna be the easiest part of just doing your work, just doing your job and go home. The hardest part is distraction. New rules, new regulation, the constant phone calls, and the unappreciation that drivers get, all the extraness, all the stuff that don't have nothing to do with what we really got to do. That's the hardest part is to try to mentally block that out because we know and everybody know that at the end of the day we got to get those cases off the truck. Sean, what's going on? You know what I mean? So as long as you can do that, to try to mentally block everything else out that you're gonna be faced with. You know what I mean? Because like a lot of people just don't. I don't know. A lot of people they just don't know how to work with people. You know what I mean? So what's going on, man? We got 6 people up in the building. Shout out to all the new drivers out there. Shout out to everybody that been doing this for a while. Shout out to everybody that's getting ready to get out of food service. Looking to try something different. If there's anybody in the Treasure Coast, I see that Pilot Flying J, they're hiring. If there's anybody in the Treasure Coast, Costco is coming. Not soon enough. It's gonna be like another year and a half towards two. If you're looking for something easier to do, uh, if you're looking to get out of food service, please take the money out of your mind. If you need to get out, if you want to get out, just get out and don't even worry about the money. Adjust the way you live, adjust your lifestyle. Just start making the adjustments so you can train yourself to be without what you used to be with. You know what I'm saying? Because many places you're gonna see that food service is one of the highest paying job, and that right there traps people because people get so used to the money that they don't want to leave and try nothing else. You get what I'm saying? So if you want to go, man, just try to cut back. Start. You gotta mentally prepare yourself, train yourself. You know what I mean? You're not gonna make those big $2,000 a week no more. Those $2,200 a week, 2,300, 2,400, 2,500. Some of y'all even making 3,000. Some of the top drivers making $3,500 a week. You're not gonna make that. Even the drivers that are making 1,700 a week, 1,800 a week, that's still good money. Got to train yourself to do without, because you got to understand. Let's break down the numbers, right? Even if you do go to a company like Costco, their top pay right now down here in South Florida is about, talked to my friend, he said it's about $34 an hour, right? They don't really give out overtime like that. So you do 34 times 40 hours a week. What you got? I don't have a calculator in front of me, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be somewhere at about $1,280 towards 1,320, somewhere around there. And let's just say you get like 10 hours overtime a week. What's that going to put you? About 14, 1,500 for the week. That's decent money. But if you're a former food service driver and you're going into that type of field, you're going to do that type of stuff. Paul, what's going on? Thanks for the breakdown. If you're a former food service driver and that's what you're going to be pursuing, see, your mind is going to be messed up because your mind is so used to making this $1,800 a week, $1,900 a week, $2,000 a week, $2,100 a week, and more. So I'm telling you, if you guys want to get out of food service, man, you got to have your mind made up to just do it. And when you leave, don't think about the money because it's hard to make that money back up. It ain't easy. Because first of all, not plenty companies is going to give out the type of hours that you're going to be getting in food service. The average drivers take at least 10 hours to do their route. With a few exception, you got guys that can do their route in like 6 hours. You got a lot of guys with little girly routes that, they don't need long to do their little girly routes. Shout out to all the ladies out there, no disrespect. We got ladies in food service too. Um, I have a new question. My new job process direct deposit every Friday. That means again. Oh, if they process it on Friday. Whoa, that question's over my head. It sounds like it's gonna be a Monday. What type of job this is? Yeah, usually our company processes it on a Monday and we get paid on a Friday. No, they process it on a Tuesday or Wednesday. It's true what you're saying. If they are paying a lot by the hour but no overtime, then it's not a lot of money. Yeah, that's how a lot of those companies, man, they're pretty good companies, but it's like it's not a lot of hours out there. And okay, it's one of those 1099 jobs. Okay, it sounds like you're getting paid on Monday then. Yep, sound like that's what it is. It sounds like one of those jobs where you have to turn in all your bills on a Friday, and they're gonna pay you by Monday. You'll get your check deposited. Or if you turn in all your bills right away, they could pay you on the same day. That's how those 1099 jobs work. We got Lee North up in the building. We got Cisco up in the building north. North California, or is that North Carolina? Yeah, so my thing, man, is anybody out there that's thinking about getting out of food service job, getting out of food service, don't let it be. Don't tell me, or don't do it for the money. If you want to get out, just get out and don't think about it. Don't think about all the stuff that you're not gonna have. Just think about what you have. You know what I mean? Because it is hard, man, to make that type of money back up. You know what I mean? Like a lot of drivers, they just don't even appreciate what they got, what they achieve, what they was able to achieve working in the food service industry. This type of job is not for everybody. You know what I mean? You got to be a different type of breed. A lot of people do it and they didn't make it. You know what I mean? Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like any guys, any guys that complain to me about food service, I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna tell you why. Now we seen ladies in videos doing food service. I'm gonna tell you a true story, right? We have a female where I work at currently, and she actually worked with me 2 times. She helped me out for the day, right? I'm gonna tell you right now, this young lady will run circles around a bunch of dudes that I work with. You know what I mean? The ladies that can do this, they're more organized than y'all. They're organized, and she move fast too, and she's pretty strong, right? So if y'all want to complain to somebody about this being too hard, I'm sorry, don't complain to me because the ladies are doing it. I witnessed that with my own eyes. Okay, that the ladies are doing it. So I will never ever ever have nobody come to me complaining again. Never. Now, if a lady come to me and complain, that's fine. That's fine. But if you just start this type of job and you want to complain, just quit. You know what I mean? Just quietly quit because it's nothing wrong with being a quitter, man. You know what I mean? We all can't win. There's nothing wrong with going to heaven, man. We all can't sin. Oh man, that's a rhyme, but that's the truth. Man, I think the number one mentality, Paul, is the mindset. It's a mental thing, man. You know what I mean? I think that's the number one. I think that's the number one. Rob, go ahead. Any question you want, go ahead. I think that's the number one thing about people that don't make it in food. It's just a mindset. And another thing why people don't make it in food service because like let's be honest, when we got our CDL, we didn't get our CDL to do no physical type of work. We got our CDL to get in the truck and drive it. You know what I mean? We didn't get our CDL to be moving cases around and stuff like that. So, a lot of people they quit because they have choices. You know what I mean? And having choices is good, man. But then you have a lot of people that they quit this type of job and they get on the internet and they bash this type of job and they make it look bad to everybody else. And a lot of people out there they get scared. They don't want to try this. Like, you know what I mean? Just like I'm being honest, it's not that bad. You know what I mean? Especially for the money, it's not that bad. Could we get paid more? Yeah, we could get paid more. Is all these supervisors that we have is unnecessary? Yeah, it's like it's over. Like it's too much. You know what I mean? You go to U.S. Food, Cisco, Cheney, like PFG, like it's like too much, man. Like for every driver, it's like 10 supervisors. It seems like I'm over exaggerating, but that's what it seems like, man. And it's like one of them want to tell you to go left, one want to tell you go right, one want to tell you go up, one want to tell you go down. It's too much, man. It's too much. So I can understand why some people want to quit sometimes. Okay, so you got experience. So first of all, you got experience. Second of all, the thing I can tell you, I heard a Pompano drop yard. You can probably get some decent work coming out of there. So as long as you got experience and you can get in there and get on a decent route, you'll make money and stuff like that. So you'll do good, man, as long as you got experience. But if you came like inexperienced and with with no type of experience or nothing like that, then you know they're gonna be bouncing you around and stuff like that. But let me tell you, the reason I said the Pompano Drop Yard instead of the warehouse, I heard Pompano Drop Yard actually need people right now. We're off. You know the typical holidays where everybody's off: Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's Day. Oh yeah, I get good sleep, man. Like especially on a Sunday, man. I do nothing but I spend time with my family and rest. Yeah, we get good sleep, man. We make time to sleep. See, let me tell you. Let's talk about time, Billy Dollars. One thing, one thing people always complain about, right? People always complain about they don't have time for this, they don't have time for that. Let me tell you, God provided us with 24 hours in a day, right? Take advantage, yo. Take advantage. There's so much you can do in a day, man. You have to find time in the day to rest. So don't listen to those people that they say they don't have time to do nothing. You got to remember that we're DOT regulated. It's not like they can keep us out there all day. You know what I mean? Oh, the medley yard. Now when it comes to like the medley yard and stuff, that you probably have to talk to one of those guys that you bump into down south. I don't know nothing about that yard. I know they pull a lot of 28s down there. It's very few 36s. Um, yeah, I don't know a lot about that yard down there. Oh, Cisco don't do the New Year's Day. Okay, so you're with Cisco in what Cisco you say you're at? Oh, you're in Cisco in Miami or Palm Beach? Because I don't know how true this is, but I heard Cisco got a new raise. I heard they got a new contract with a new raise. So I don't know. Oh, you're Cisco Orlando. Okay, so you're not with that union. You're not with the Palm Beach and the Miami Union. Okay. Yeah, because I heard the Cisco Palm Beach and Miami, I heard they got a raise or something like that, a pretty decent raise. Maybe it's a rumor. I don't know. Man, if you making 85 a year, for Pepsi in Central Florida. That's good money right there, and they got good benefits. And the cost of living is pretty decent, depending on where you live in Central Florida. That's good bread right there, man. I wouldn't, if that working for you, I wouldn't even think about leaving, man. You know what I mean? Unless you live in Orlando or something. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, Central Florida is pretty. It's not that bad of a cost of living. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're doing good, man. Ocala, man, you doing real good, man. Shit, man, my homeboy just bought him a house in Ocala. I think he paid like 300,000, and he got him a whole acre, yo, a whole acre. Man, I told him, I'm like, man, next time I bring my family to Orlando, I'm not gonna rent no hotel. I'm going right to the backyard. You don't gotta worry about me. I'm gonna be, I'm a man. You know what he can do with an acre? He live in this place that start with a D, Dunnebblin. I think that's the name of it, Dublin or something like that. So one thing I can tell you about Pepsi, Rob, just to keep it 100, if you got a family and stuff like that, man, and you looking for good benefits, that's where to go. They have some of the better benefits in the industry of trucking. They have a real good benefits package. That PepsiCo company, PepsiCo, with Frito Lay, Gatorade, and all that, they got really good benefits, man. So yeah, you might want to check them out, man. If you know, man, I was actually when my homeboy showed me his house up there in Ocala, man, he had me thinking for a while. He had me thinking, but so the hardest part of your job is you got to merchandise and build displays and stuff like that. Oh yeah, they got one. They got one in PSL. Oh, that's the part I wouldn't like. I don't like. Let me tell you, I don't like when these people. You got to wait on these people to check you out, check you in. It's like I remember those days, man, because I worked for Frito Lay back in the days, way back in the days, right? And it's like you're begging for these people to check you in. You know what I'm saying? They have like 10 customers, and they take all their customers, then they'll come and start checking you in. They see one person walk in, and they be like, "Hey, hold on." I'm like, "Damn, can you?" All it takes is like 1 minute to check me in. Like, can you tell them guys to hold on a minute? Like, come on now. You know what I mean? Like, that's the part of those service type of jobs I don't like, man. You know, man, I did small format too. So, hey, a lot of people don't know, bro. I made over 80 grand a year working for Frito Lay, bro. Small format is where you make all the money if you're aggressive. You know what I mean? Small format is where it is because we was able to, man. I had some stores in the hood. That's where I made all my money at, in the hood, man. You say you lost your hair due to Frito Lay, man. I know I worked a lot of hours though. I know that Frito Lay, you gonna work a lot of. If you want to make money, you gonna work a lot of hours, man. Any one of my stores, you went in a Frito Lay. As soon as you open the door, man, you had peanuts hitting you in the face. I had the Metador, the meat that be hitting you in the face. I got 50-cent chips all over the place. I got peanuts all over the place. I used to put things that people don't know that it's a Frito Lay product. I used to try to sneak it in other places, man, just to make extra money, man, because that more sales you get is the more you make, you know? Oh no, when we done with our route, we get to go. We go home. Most of 99% of the time we go. You have a route, you go home. Yep. Yeah, and also the when you work for Pepsi, also the building of the display and the taking down of the take. Let me tell you what's a scam for Pepsi, right? I don't know nobody up in Ocala CBI. I'm gonna tell you what's a scam for Pepsi and Coke, right? In the beverage industry. I'm gonna tell you the biggest scam to me is going to a customer. Let's just say you work for Pepsi and they have a Coke display sitting right there, and the customer want you to take it down for you to put up your display. Why don't they take it down? Why don't they take down the Coca-Cola display? Like, no, we have a agreement between you and the Coke guy. You take down his display and he'll take down your display. I don't think it should be like that, man. I think the customers they're just lazy, man. You know what I mean? Like it's a merchandising a customer store is the biggest scam that they need to get rid of, man. Because if you really break it down, man, like you doing all that, it feels like you're working two jobs. And these customers, man, they don't want to do nothing. Their shelf could be empty with Pepsi, and they won't even go in the back and grab a case of 2 liter and throw on the shelf. They become the most laziest people, man, because they know that the Coke guys and the Pepsi guys are coming to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's another scam in Frito Lay. Like them yeah, that's a scam in Frito Lay too. The damn they don't want to pay the guys that doing the Walmart pushing all those cases. They don't want to pay those guys as well. US food guys, they're getting paid about an hourly. Those guys over there in whoa, no. I'm thinking about I'm thinking about Tampa. I'm not thinking about Ocala. Yeah, I'm far off. Truck money out. What's going on? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much the guys are making on Ocala, but I know the guys in Tampa is making $29 an hour. So I don't know who is up there. I don't know what U.S. food division is up there. I really don't. I don't know if Tampa got drop yards over there. I don't know if Port Orange runs over there. But I could tell you this though: if you do work for U.S. food, as long as you're not in Boca Raton, Florida, um, as long as you're not in Boca Raton, Florida, you're gonna make decent money because Boca Raton, Florida, they pay the cheapest out of all the U.S. food. And the funny thing is that Boca Raton, Tampa, and Port Orange, they all have the same president. So you figure that. Yeah, yeah, they got that schedule. They got that 4 day schedule, but you gotta work Sunday. I think you gotta work something like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. No, you gotta work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, but you're off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? But you gotta work. Listen to this. You gotta work Saturday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That must be the worst schedule in the history of scheduling. They might as well call that no life package. Who in their right mind gonna pick that? Oh yeah, let me work Friday. Oh yeah, tell your girl, oh we can't go to the movies Friday. You gotta work Saturday. Oh we can't go to dinner, babes. You gotta work Sunday. Oh tell your kids you can't hang out with them. Oh I can't hang out with y'all kids. And you gotta work Monday. Yo, your life is over, yo. Like that's the ultimate Jedi mind trick right there, yo. They think they're so slick. But whoa, they make it sound nice though. It's only you only work 4 days. You know what I mean? That's crazy, yo. Yeah, that is the that is the no life package. Yo, you gotta like that's like the worst schedule. Like, let me tell you, whoever think of these things, yo, is not like they they're not truck drivers, man. They're just like college kids that came out of college and they got a job at US food corporate, whatever. And like, hey, won't we like I swear to you, like if I was in that meeting room and we sitting around that table talking about schedule, like this schedule would never came out if I was in that room. Because anybody in their right mind that stand up and say, yeah, let's let them work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I would literally get up, grab my chair, and hit him in the head with my chair. Um, the best thing you can do is call HR to the location that you want to work at. I do, but I do, but I just don't think I'm gonna get a fair shot at the current plant that I'm at right now. Uh, I think I would have had a better chance at my other division of my other plant. I don't think I'm gonna get a shot at this plant. I don't know. I'm just trying to do what I got to do, and I'll see where it leads to. Huh? Yeah, cause we still kind of new and we still trying to work out some kinks or whatever. You know what I mean? I think it should take like, and we need to get busy first of all. Where I'm at, man, we slow. You know, slow, man. And talking about manager, man, I seen that U.S. Food is they're currently hiring a transportation manager. I don't know what's going on with that. Yo, you're so right with that, yo. Bro, the one thing I know about U.S. Food, the managers at U.S. Food, transportation managers, yo, for some reason they don't last long. Like U.S. Food don't give them a chance to turn things around. That's like U.S. Food got like the worst general manager, yo. I'm trying to think about it in football reference right now. They have like the worst general manager. Like they hand you a roster and they want you to turn that shit around in like 1 year. You know what I mean? They got to be, U.S. Food need to be a little bit more like the Cowboys. Take tw- take 25 years to build a good team. Like I can't even make that joke without laughing. Have a little patience, man. Be like Jerry Jones, man. Give these managers some time. Otherwise, what's going on? Be a little bit more like the Cowboys, man. Get them like 25, 27 years to get it together. You know? How many hours? Right now it's kind of slow. You doing like I'll say about 45 to 55 hours a week right now. Cause we're not in season, but in season you're gonna be doing over 60 hours a week. Yeah, so being a transportation manager at US Food that's a tough one, man. It's a really tough job. Otherwise, what's going on over there, man? Everything good? You know? Talking about the Cowboys, man, I can't wait for football season to come in so we can start talking some football again because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I'll be watching some trucking channels and I'm very disappointed in these trucking channels, man. I'm gonna tell you why, right? I'm gonna tell y'all why in a second. But I've been watching some trucking channels. I'm disappointed in the majority of them. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you why. Because one of the number one reason, like none of them is like a lot of them is not even thankful and appreciate. They don't appreciate what they got. You know what I mean? They don't appreciate the process. And a lot of these trucking channels, they don't respect what others do. Like let's just say, you drive an LTL, so you come on, you do a YouTube channel and you make it seem like LTL is the best thing in the world. Like, stop it. Like I respect everything that everybody do, and I always tell people that anything you want to pursue in trucking, do it. And one thing I don't like about these trucking channels, if something doesn't work out for them, they get on YouTube and they bash it and they hate on it, man. And that stop it. You know what I mean? Because that just you just making you what you just did. You stopped somebody from trying something on their own. And one thing I can tell everybody, man, anything you want to do, just try it on your own. Don't listen to these people, man. You know what I mean? A lot of these people, they just don't have appreciation for nothing in life. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. That's why I swear, man, I can't watch these trucking channels, man. Can't. I try, man, but they be like they just like they be bashing everything, yo. You know what I mean? Like you gotta try things on your own, man. Like you know what I mean? Anything you want to do in life, man, just do it. Don't let people stop you, man. You know what I mean? If you want to buy your own truck and you want to be your own operator, man, do it. You gotta try it on your own. You know what I mean? If you're scared to fail, man, you're never gonna win. You're not gonna win. You know? Like one person got to break through. I mean, everybody can't fail. You know what I mean? You got to have some type of trust, man. If you trust God, you got to believe in the process. You know, whoever it is that you worship or trust, just believe in the process. You know what I mean? Don't let these people stop you from whatever you want to do. You know, and yeah, so I can't watch a lot of these craps, and food service, man. A lot of these channels, man, be bashing food service, and I don't get it because like they should let people try it on their own. If it don't work for you, it don't work for you. You know what I mean? It's not for everybody, man. And one advice I can give to everybody out there: if you do want to take advice from people, take advice from people that's actually doing what you want to do. You know what I mean? You know, like if I'm looking for advice, let's just say I'm looking on purchasing a hunting rifle, right? Or what's the best rifle to go hunt deers with? You think I'm gonna ask a nun? You think I'm gonna start watching a YouTube channel with nuns on hunting rifle on hunting tips? You know what I mean? Like make it make sense, man. In life, people just gotta make it make sense. You know? You know? Like if we're trying to become faster at what we do, and if we're trying to become more productive drivers, who you gonna ask? Your supervisors? Make it make sense. You know what I mean? Go actually ask somebody that works. Well, I be taking so much shots, man. Hey, I mean that too. I 100% mean that. Ask somebody that actually works, bro. Hey, shout out to all the supervisors out there, man. We know y'all. We know y'all work, man. Y'all gotta. It's a hard workout lifting up that cup of coffee. Know y'all work out the right hand, lifting up the coffee, and you know while holding the phone with the left hand. But on the real though, man, like you got to make it make sense. And a lot of these channels, you're not making it make sense, man. Like I don't like to see the company bashing, man. Now the truth telling, I don't mind some harsh truth telling, because I'm a truth teller. When it comes to companies, I'll tell the truth. You know what I mean? Like like for real. Like I'm not gonna bash U.S. food, but I'll tell you straight up that they have all the electric jacks sitting there and won't let the drivers use it. Like the U.S. food I came from, I'm not gonna bash the company because I like U.S. food as a company. It's a good company, but I'm telling you right now, they'll let all the drivers leave the warehouse, and all the electric jacks will still be there. And I never got it. I don't get it. You had it. It's like you. It's like you're. It's like you got to go to court. It's like I was in court back in the day. Why I need an electric jack? You know what I mean? Why you need an electric jack for? Well, I got 2 pallets of water that I got to pull out, and I got a pallet of flour that I got to pull out, and I got to take it to the. I got to pull it all the way up to the fourth floor, next to the pool, through the elevator, through the roof. You gotta start. It's like you gotta start making up stuff, yo. After I pull it upstairs, I gotta pull it down the tunnel. You know what I mean? Then I gotta pull it across the highway. It's like you're under, like it's like you're being like, I don't know. Yeah, bro, they was stingy with them things back in the days, man. Now I got my own, man. I came to Cheney. I know my Ledger Jack number is, yo. It's so crazy. Like, oh, they got your Ledger Jack. That's what's up, yo. What's the reason behind that? I ain't gonna say no names. Out of respect, I'm not gonna say no names. Out of respect for the company, I ain't gonna say no names, but I think it's a little personal. Let's just say, and I never understand. You know what I mean? It was a little personal over there at U.S. Food. But at the end of the day, man, like drivers just want to do their job. They just want to service these customers in peace. And I wish one day that drivers and all the management team and everybody could come together and focus on one thing, focus on the main thing, and that is to service these customers and stop wasting time and stop losing cases to competitors. Because the more we sit there and we waste time, we go back and forth, and a lot of these companies they don't want to give drivers equipment. A lot of these idiots they don't realize that companies lose cases. A company can lose some cases over drivers having equipment or not. I'm gonna make that make sense for you. Okay, so let's just say I order something from you, right? I order a pallet of flour from you. Every time you come to my establishment, I see you struggling to bring it in, right? And then I order it from Cisco. I see Cisco, they come wheeling it in so easy on this electric jack. I might stop ordering it from you because you're not prepared. You don't have the equipment to do what you're supposed to do. And what if I don't want it to? What if I want everything to stay on a pallet? What if I don't want it to be broken down? And you can't provide that service, right? So sometimes customers will look beyond the price of the item and they will look at the actual service. So you got to understand in this food service game, like, yeah, we cool with all the drivers and stuff. We cool with drivers at different companies, and I say what's up to everybody. But at the end of the day, we get paid by cases. So when I'm on my route, I'm trying to out customer service you because my cases mean a lot to me. So I'm not gonna let nobody get in the way of what I need to do. Nobody, whether it's the competitors, even though I talk to my competitors, I got respect for them, or whether it's people I work with. You know what I mean? And those are the number one distraction. The work itself is not the hard part. The work itself is the easy part. But you gotta remember that we get paid by the cases. And yeah, the price battle is one of the biggest battle in food service, but A lot of customers are choosing service over price, yo. And that's something you got to remember. I can't even explain that part, but a lot of customers choose service over price. Why do they do that? Because they know it's like clockwork. They know at 5 o'clock before 8 a.m., their product is getting delivered. And they don't even have to tell the driver nothing. He know where the freezer go. He know where the cooler go. He know where the dry go. He know that the French fry don't go in that freezer. He know it goes in the other freezer. He know that the paper goods don't go with the regular dry pallets. He know that it goes somewhere else. You get what I'm saying? So all that stuff matters. And one thing customers don't like, don't take it personal. Customers don't like new drivers. Customers don't like to stop what they're doing to show a new drivers where things go. And that's one thing that we at Cheney Brothers, that's one thing we dominate other companies with. In my area, I'm always seeing a different driver, yo. You know what I mean? Dominate y'all on that, yo. What's going on, Rashawn? We here, we here. You know what I mean? Now Cisco, they've been doing a good job on that as of late. I always see the same driver. I mean, I see the Cisco driver all the time. Me and him, we run into each other like clockwork, man. The U.S. food, they're kind of up and down. Let me tell you, Cisco and PFG, they do a good job on sending the same drivers on the same routes. U.S. food, they got a little work to do on the street accounts. Um, I see different drivers in my area. One thing I want to talk about though is one thing I noticed in the food service industry, drivers are not leaving. The turnover is very low right now. It's not as high as it used to be. So if you're a new driver and you want to get with a company, um, you got to be patient on getting a decent route, yo. Let me rephrase what I said, what I meant. What I meant to say, drivers with good routes, they're not leaving. The current plant that I work at right now, the good drivers, they're not leaving, yo. All of like every single route, the plant that I work at, every single route is covered. It's taken. All the big routes are taken. Like anybody that come to that plant right now, you're gonna be extra for a long time until they come up with new routes. I don't know what's going on at Rivera right now. I'm not there right now, but I know that the drivers with the big routes, they're not leaving. Now that's a good thing, but that also can be a bad thing for you that want to come on board. You can make it a good thing for you because you can come in and make and be good at what you doing. And you can eventually cover all the big routes. You can make money that way. But then you gotta be patient. If this is what you want to do, you gotta be patient. You gotta be willing to wait. Just wait for a decent route. Don't rush. Drivers aren't leaving. Y'all can watch a million YouTube videos and listen to a million people, a million idiots that don't know anything about food service. Drivers are not leaving. They're not. And ask Illwise. Illwise is on here. Ask Truck Money Al. Truck money out. When's the last time you saw a driver left a food service company with a big, nice route? Guys with good routes are not leaving. The average driver, the average experience at my plant that I'm working at now, it got to be about 6 years, 5 to 6 years. They've been with a company. The average driver between 4 to 6 years. That's really good, yo. Oh, PSL is bigger. Rivera is busier though. Like what we got in our plant right now, we got a good team of drivers, yo. A really good team of drivers. We might not. I see it. I see the way guys work. I talk to drivers. I see the way drivers care about their routes. And in food service, it's hard to get a good team, but we got a good team from the bottom to the top. You know what I mean? Unlike the Cowboys, we have a really good team, yo. So when you have a really good team, man, that means unlike the Cowboys, we're actually going somewhere. So once you get on a really good team, man, you're gonna be all right. For real. Yeah, drivers are not leaving, man. I need to start making some. I need to start because one thing, and I gotta start putting this out there more because drivers get frustrated when they come and they don't get a route right away. um, well, in every company, it's the salesman, of course, but sometimes it's bigger than the salesman. Sometimes it's their bosses, and sometimes it's bigger than them because like when it comes to like those big major accounts, sometimes it just got to be worked out with all the upper heads. Like let's just say when we got like Popeyes and stuff like that, you know, that just got stuff like that is gonna be like, you know, like a sales manager or something like that. And that's one of the things I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on some good accounts to start coming our way because I want to get back in chain account. But I want to see what's going to be coming our way. Like you say, word of mouth sometimes. Yeah, that cocoa drop yard, it ain't going nowhere. It can't go nowhere because yeah, it's needed up there. Yeah, it can't go nowhere because they won't let nobody. They won't let us run those routes. I don't think we'll be able to run those routes from over here. If we was running those routes, they all have to be like team routes. It's ways new drivers can make money. Of course, they can make money. One of the best ways new driver can make money is just by being good at what they're doing. Just come in, learn what you got to do, and you got to stand out. Because if you stand out right away, you're gonna be covering all the big routes. And sometimes you cover all the big routes, like you're gonna make the most money in the buildings, even as a new driver. And what I mean by covering all the vacations, covered all the vacations. Like let's just say a big driver is off on Wednesday, a big route is off on Wednesday, and a big route is off on Thursday, and a big route is off on Saturday. As a extra board driver, extra, those companies they call it extra board. Sometimes I wonder if they have an actual board. But anyways, as a driver, as an extra driver, you should be doing the Wednesday on a big route. Do cover that Wednesday, cover that Thursday, cover that Saturday. Yo, you got 3 big days. One of the keys to making money in food service. If you work 5 days a week, if you have 3 big days, you're good, yo. That puts you over 100,000 for the year right there. That's boom. That's a key. 3 big days and two whatever days. Trust me. Yo, what's going on, man? Who the hell is Ernesto? Tropical Ernesto. What's going on, man? What's going on out there in the seas, man? Monday to Saturday. Some drivers are off on Wednesdays. Some drivers are off on Saturdays. Some drivers work 6 days. I used to work 6 days, but currently, right now, I can't work 6 days until September. I haven't worked 6 days all year, to be honest with you. And I've been doing okay. I've been doing fine. You know, actually, I'm glad I don't work 6 days like that no more because I sometimes you make all that much money, man. You build your lifestyle around making that much money. So like sometimes you gotta like when you cut back and you adjust and you learn how to live without, that actually builds you to be better. You know what I mean? But yo, I appreciate everybody that tuned in today, man. We ain't have a live, a serious discussion like this in a while. Um, before I go, man, oh, back to school tomorrow. Shout out to all the parents out there that uh you know all the dads. There's a lot of dads on here who actually do things for your kids. You provide them with school supplies or whatever stuff like that. You know, keep on doing what y'all doing, man. But if you move to a different city, if your kid's going to a new school, just hope they have a good day tomorrow. You know what I mean? And if you got to pick them up, just try to hurry up and get out of work early and do what you got to do, man. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the year, end of the day, they didn't ask to come here, man. So we're not gonna make no excuses. We're just gonna go to work and get out of work and do what we got to do. You know, just continue to be a good parent. You know, that's all we can do, man. That's all we can do. But hey, we gonna have more of these lives more often because I'm tired of these unappreciative channels, man. I'm tired of these people that don't. I'm tired of these people that don't appreciate life that God gave us, man. Just to be here right now, we could be anywhere else. Hey, y'all stay blessed.